We measured degrees starting on 0 and straight up is 90, and halfway around is 180. And then we had to talk about the angles, and I said, so if it came in at 15, what would it go out at? And they said 15. I said, no, it'd go out 15 above 180, which is 165. Aha! Oh my goodness. Stuff that would make a normal kid's head totally fall off. Sometimes I get a little protest here and there, but these kids just follow through with stuff that I wouldn't even have tried with them 6 weeks ago. They follow through like little troopers. I said, we were playing Quiz for Cash Jeopardy. I said, I used these in order to make the Earth stand still in my astronomical calculations. What are they and who am I? Everyone knows that that's Ptolemy and epicycles. And Cumin told me, Ptolemy and epicycles. And Caden wanted to tell me really bad. Oh my goodness, they're coming up, and then there's easier questions that aren't quite as difficult, and we go one at a time. So sometimes I ask Brandon or Tabitha a question that everybody in the room can get instantly, except it's a bit hard for them, so everyone else just has to wait. And if they can't get it, then I go around and give it to the next person, and so on. We just go on around and around and around like that. Spend a lot of time reviewing and doing Quiz for Cash and going over new concepts and seeing if they can understand those concepts and stuff. Sometimes I give out a lot of Quiz for Cash, and then they end up paying 300 owlers for, you know, little sucker candy or something, mini candy bar or something. And they have to work and sweat blood and tears for these owlers. And then they'll spend 300 just like that on a little candy bar or something. 10-hour questions, 20-hour questions. Finding names on the map, 5 hours, 10 hours for this and that. Who can find this first? They earn those things slowly. And very often now they're begging me, let's do Quiz for Cash. Very often. Which means, get out your notebooks, let's review some stuff that we've been doing. Very often they want to do Quiz for Cash. So, it's going well. Thank you very much for your support, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate it very much. And once I get these kids just a little more polished, I'm going to have them on camera reading, you know, they write a paragraph about something or whatever, and read that. I'll put a little compendium up, a little stitched together group of the students, each different student doing something or other, as a measure of progress. Also in mathematics, I think you could go compare those first videos of the math that they were doing to the ones I'm going to put up. Astounding where they can go in 6 weeks. I had a question from someone I was talking to. They said, yeah, but are they going to remember it? I said, man, I don't teach it the way they do in the public schools. I do not. I don't teach them how to add and then forget that, put add out of your head, let's learn to subtract. And then forget that, put that out of your head. We're not doing addition, we're not doing subtraction, now we're going to multiply. And then forget that, put that out of your head. It's not how I do it. It's an integrated system. And any given day they can get a worksheet in any of the 4 areas. Addition, multiplication, division, subtraction. Sometimes just 2, sometimes 3, depends on how much I have planned for science. Depends on how they did yesterday, depends on if they're on new stuff. Each kid's on a different level and gets a different set of sheets each morning to start with. And they are going to remember better than the public school kids. I don't know if they're going to remember it forever. I haven't put the math in there as solidly as I'm going to put history in there, because I did not build the epistemological system of mathematics up from the ground like I'm doing with science and history. But it's going to be a fantastic situation compared to their peers if they ever get tested. It's going to be a hoot and holler, and they're going to probably be so upset, my students will be so upset if they ever get tested by the state or by any government entity, that they will write a letter to the people who wrote the tests complaining of how stupid and easy the tests are, like Kira Peikoff did. I aspire to have students so smart that the state tests are insults. And I'm afraid I'm about there, like another 5 or 10 minutes of teaching, and I should have them there. Thank you for your support, ladies and gentlemen. This is wonderful and fantastic, and a dream come true to go back to elementary school. That's true, because I wanted to teach college, but there's no one up there to teach.